Hello, and welcome to another edition of the Daily Energy Report interview series. I'm Ben Lack, and I'm here with Anna Garwood, the Executive Director of Green Empowerment, and Dan Coe, the Creative Director for Coexist. I'm going to be speaking to the two of them about Green Empowerment's new website and how to effectively convey green messaging online. Anna, let's start with you. Before we get into the details of the new website, I'd first like to know how your organization defines success.
First would be just how many people we can reach. So we've helped about 11,000 people reach drinking water, 23,000 with electricity in their homes, and about 170,000 people go to clinics served with electricity. The second part would be just the sustainability of the projects. We don't want to just install something and walk away, so it's important that the projects are sustainable both environmentally, economically, and socially.
So how do you identify and select the projects you'll ultimately work on?
First, we select the people we're going to work with. So we work with partners in Latin America and Southeast Asia, who then select the specific communities to work with. But each community has the same set of criteria, and that is they have a need for basic services such as light and electricity, that their needs are something that's a good fit with what we have to offer, and finally, those projects have the possibilities for a broader impact.
Anna, I'm curious to know why you got involved with Green Empowerment.
Well, I'm drawn to this work because it has this humanitarian work, but also with an environmentalist perspective, working with renewable energy for communities that don't have any energy to begin with. I love working with peers in other countries, the Filipinos, Peruvians, Nicaraguans, and I love that there's tangible results. So you can go to one community that might not have any lights one day and then come back a year later and the community is thriving with lights and water and other services.
Dan, let's swing it over to you. You had a big part with revamping the website, and I'm curious to know what types of goals you set for yourself as you worked on the new website.
Well, donations are always a goal. They're so important to keeping a small grassroots organization going, but there are a lot of goals that sort of contributed to that, and where we put our focus was sort of creating just a stronger representation of Green Empowerment online and a clearer representation. So how we did that was we sort of adopted a tone of voice that is inclusive of a broader audience. So you don't have to be an activist, an environmentalist, or even knowledgeable about green technologies to walk away from the site with a clear understanding of who Green Empowerment is and how to get involved. The other major component of the site and another major goal was that we wanted to make the initiative sustainable. So the entire site is built on our content management system, so on our custom platform, and it allows Green Empowerment, the Green Empowerment team, to go in and update the content whenever they would like, and in a nice, easy, user-friendly way, so it's not adding any additional burden to their team. There are a lot of content management systems out there, but we just try to make it easy. We try to design it for everyday use.
It seems like everyone has a social media strategy these days. What did you do to leverage Green Empowerment's social media presence?
Social media is a great fit for organizations. It allows them to reach a broad audience with tools that are free and accessible, so they can kind of stay top of mind. Green Empowerment was using social media before we ever talked to them. The big three, Twitter and Facebook and Flickr. So, they were doing a great job with it. What we did was took their kind of social media strategy and wrapped it into the site, and by connecting them all, they sort of feed off of each other and help to grow the whole network.
How important is blogging, and why should green advocates do it?
Blogging is another important component. What it does for Green Empowerment is gives the donor, the person that's looking to get involved, or anyone that's just trying to learn about Green Empowerment, a glimpse into what's happening in the field. So people that volunteers for Green Empowerment are actually reporting in what's happening. So you can log into the blog and see what's happening in Nicaragua and see how it's going, and it's incredibly interesting to see the work they're doing.
Dan, I have to tell you that the site has some fantastic imagery. Why did you choose to incorporate the images that you did?
The use of photography really comes back to one of our original goals, which was to create a brand language and tone of voice that speaks to a broader audience. So the photography, the use of photography, it helps sort of connect the technologies and things that Green Empowerment uses to the actual people that it impacts and the places that it impacts, which is pretty powerful.
Okay, final question. I'm curious to know how you guys got involved with Green Empowerment, because the new website is fantastic.
We actually ended up seeking out Green Empowerment upon the recommendation of a peer. They're a hardworking organization and they share our interest in green technologies. We recognized right away that there was a lot of opportunity to make a big difference in how they're perceived online. So it was a great fit.
Anna and Dan, thanks for the time. I really appreciate it. If you're interested in seeing who else we've spoken with, then please visit dailyenergyreport.com and check out the interview series tab on the nav bar. This is Ben Lack signing off. Thanks for watching.